Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back. It's me, Johnny, and today we are going to be taking a deep look into what went wrong with this current game week, which was game week 236, what mistakes I've made and what mistakes you can avoid moving forward in time, and how much research this game, Sorare, actually asks for you to be successful with it, because I personally underestimated it. And a couple of new ideas that I have moving forward. I'm going to update you on the Jamal Musiala investment, if we actually are looking to get him or if someone outbid us on the player. As you guys know, we are basically required to pay over 4,000 euros for Musiala. It was a player that my wife wanted to invest in to basically support this young man throughout his career and be like, yes, I'm going to watch him. Let's see how things go. We're going to update you on all of those things. But as always, guys, if you're watching this video, please understand that nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. Everything that you do in terms of investments into Sorare or into crypto in general, please do your own research. Do not listen to any influencers out there. Make your own decisions based on your knowledge. And talking about knowledge, please understand how the crypto market works, how things are looking in the macro stage, if we are currently in a good spot in the crypto market or if things are actually shaky. Right now, as we speak, the crypto market is actually kind of shaky. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has dropped from 69k down to 41k, and we're basically battling these ranges at the moment. You can see a trend line right here on the 4-hourly mark. It's going down, down, down. At some point, it's going to break this line, hopefully. And then we're going to be looking quite decent moving forward. But as things stand, this trend line has not broken yet. It looks like we might see further downside. If it happens, I can see us coming down to the 40,900 mark or the 40,400. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is he updating us on Bitcoin if Sorare works based on Ethereum? Because Bitcoin kind of decides where the entire market goes. If Bitcoin goes down, everything else crashes. If Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up. So that's generally how things go, especially with Ethereum as well. It tracks what Bitcoin does really well. As you can see, downside on Ethereum here as well. And I'm actually down on my last purchase of Ethereum. For the Musiala investment, I bought Ethereum for 2,910 and it's currently down to 2,775. That is a massive, massive downside here, which in percentage wise, so that you guys can understand here, is a downside of around 5%. So that's obviously not ideal, losing on my investment right there. But hopefully everything can bounce back up soon and the market will look healthier. Nonetheless, we're not here for crypto. We're here for Sorare. As always, guys, if you want to sign up on Sorare, please use our link. 202 people have used it already. 19 people have completed the referrals, which means 19 people have been gifted a free player on the market that they can sell for real money. So if you do sign up for Sorare, please use the link in the description down below. If I get 30 people to get it done, we will get a unique item of tier 3 into our club, which could be a massive player. So please go ahead and use the link. I'm so excited about this. We're getting closer and closer. Only 11 people left. If you do use the link to sign up, of course, jump into the new card auctions. Start bidding on some of the lowest rated players, lowest price players. If you get 5 of them, then at the end, you get a free limited item. I get a free limited item. So as always, guys, if you do sign up for the page, please do use our link. 202 people have done it. 19 people have completed the referrals as we speak. So let's dive into the Musiala situation. Let me give you an update on that one straight away. My biggest investment to date is looking like it might work out because I've basically cancelled out anyone to go above me in terms of the evaluation of Musiala. You guys can see here, I have a bid on him for 4,400. It actually was 4,500, but then Ethereum dropped down massively. So now my bid is valued at 4,400, which obviously isn't ideal that I've lost that much value on him, but the market has to bounce back at some point, so I would assume this is going to go up as well. But generally speaking, the reason why I bid 4,500 on Musiala, let me show you guys why I did that. First of all, I want him badly, like really, really badly. Second of all, this is the 2021-2022 version of him. And those ones have been selling for decent amounts here because they have the 5% bonus. But lately, Musiala even sold as an older version up to 5,300. That was the value that he sold for on the 4th of this last month. That was approximately around here somewhere, probably around that game right there where he picked up 80 points. So I personally am a 1000% believer in Musiala. I'm a Bayern Munich fan that absolutely loves this kid. My wife invested into the platform now, and this is going to be her player basically. And I'm so excited to bring him into the platform. And we are both looking forward to getting him. Again, the reason why I bid so high on him is because if someone wants to outbid me, the next bid on it would have to be 4,839, which, as you guys can see here, he never really sold for 4,800 apart from that week right there for 5,300. I personally hope that no one is going to be outbidding me. Last time on the auction, he was one for 4,300. I know I'm technically overpaying here, but I am willing to overpay for this guy because I'm not looking to flip him. I'm not looking to sell him at any point soon. I'm looking to keep this guy until 2027 at least. Like, that's how invested I am into Musiala. So hopefully this one will go through. And by the time this one goes through in about 2 days, we will have Musiala in the club, which would mean that he would be coming in perfectly fine for game week 238. On the other hand, Upamecano currently selling for 5,200, it looks like. If you wanted to bid on him, you would have to pay 5,600 on this one. I personally desperately want Upamecano. The thing with Upamecano is that he currently is not being sold by anyone. Like, no one is listing Upamecanos on the market because everyone sees the incredible value in him. And because of his 2 last games not being played, because he had the bug, he was sick, so he was out for 2 weeks. He is not necessarily being picked up by many people at the moment, but now he is back full in training. Lately, he has been selling for down to 4,700, which is an amazing pickup from this guy right here. Incredible. But people clearly are willing to pay up to 6K for him. If I had the money right now, I would legitimately jump in there and bid 5,600 on him. I want Upamecano badly. I'm a true believer in his talent as well. And as you guys can clearly tell, he's an absolute monster. And Bayern Munich have so much in terms of like their dominance in the league, how well they're playing, how many competitions they're playing in, especially Champions League football, so that there's some use case midweek as well. Obviously, under 23 for another year as well. Upamecano is my second biggest target after Musiala, and if I see an opportunity to buy him after I've received my paycheck, I am looking to possibly get involved on this one as well, as I mentioned before. But yeah, right now, there is no way of that happening. For now, we'll have to be very happy with Musiala when he joins, and I for sure will be. So let's talk about the game week 236, the one that just concluded. And I can tell you guys right now, I made some mistake. Casual comment, we're currently in a 25,809th in the league. We had a DNP with Noah Lang. Didn't do my research. Obviously, he was suspended, so that was a mistake. All-Star Limited, Parejo and Moreno had a terrible game against Elche, which I personally did not expect at all. Brozovic performed consistently as he always does. Okumu has the bug, so he can't play for the next 2 weeks, which is a big L because Okumu, for me, has been one of my top performers lately, especially as a defender. Bono had a great game at AFCON where he picked up 60 points and a clean sheet, so that was quite good. All-Star Rare, you can see we had a DNP. Houdemacher sadly got injured right before the game. He is the top performer of that squad. I really hope he's going to be back soon. It's a huge shame that he has just dropped out because, as you guys can see, he would have probably gotten me above 50 points there as well. And I truly believe if he did play, this result would have been different. Didion had a massive game there. 67 points as a goalkeeper. Very happy with that one. His first game in the club, so that's a big dub. Theo Hernandez missed the penalty. I couldn't believe my eyes. And talking about this, guys, here's a new idea that I have moving forward. From now on, if I can, I'm going to be recording my live reactions, watching the games of my players. So from now on, you're going to be seeing my live reactions to when Kramaric misses a chance, because he did. this week. He did miss a 1v1 chance in that last game against Union Berlin, and I lost my mind. Theo Hernandez missed the penalty, and I was crying on the floor. So I'm thinking that's going to make some great content for you guys. I don't think I can show you the games, right? I can't show you the games because it's going to be copyrighted, but at least you're going to be seeing my reactions to certain moments, and I think it's going to be very entertaining for you guys. So from now on, I'm going to be uploading my reactions alongside of the game weeks as well, which is going to add some entertainment value to you guys watching these videos. Sertel, despite conceding 2 goals as a defender, he has done very well for himself. Very good all-around score. Managed to get 47 points. And the more and more he plays for me, I do truly believe in this kid. Like, he's very, very good. And I think he's going to be quality for the under-23 utility moving forward. Challenger Europe, the Trabzon stack stinks. Or stinks? Yeah, stinks, not stinked. They stink. They had a terrible, terrible game against Sivas. And the best player was Edin Visca with 46 points due to his all-round score. But my God, was that an awful game. Had a terrible time there. And Okan Koçuk conceded 2 goals and still managed to pick up 39 points, which kind of showcases that he's actually a quality goalkeeper. Champion Europe, we had a massive L in Kostic not playing, but at the same time, the Hoffenheim boys had a tough game against Union Berlin. They lost, as you can see, and that didn't bring in any points. Marco Reus picking up 49 points, finally a little bit better than his recent performances, so pretty happy with that one. Pa Lopez, statistically the best goalkeeper in League apparently 55 points despite conceding a goal. That showcases you that he probably has a lot of utility moving forward. Under 23s, we did finish 725th. You need to get into the top 500 to get rewards, and it is literally coming down to the fact that Sinisterra did not play. I didn't do my research properly on him. I believed rumors and things didn't work out. Now, that is good to see, though, that we have the Ketelar with 70 points, Openda with 84, Sergio Gomez has had an error leading to a goal, but he still managed to pick up 58 points, which is ridiculous, considering that he had an error leading to a goal. So I'm assuming next matchup he's wanting to make up for it. I think we're going to have a very motivated Sergio Gomez for the next game week. Talking about the next game week, let's take a look at it. So for this upcoming game week, my friends, I have a team for Champion Europe. Don't even consider this one for rewards. We have a bunch of DNPs in there, especially Paul Lopez and Neom might not be playing, while these 3 might be. I just put them in there for the sake of putting them in there. All-Star Rare, we only have Jamali Sertel playing. Now, I'm wondering, is it smarter to put these guys into training sessions, or is it okay to put them into the All-Star Rare? Because all these other players, apart from Sertel and Di Toro, aren't playing. So let me know in the comments down below. All-Star Limited, though, I actually have high hopes. And here's the reason why. Bono is going to be playing against Gabon. Obviously, Aubameyang is in that squad. But apart from that, I'm not necessarily scared of Gabon. They have Lemina and Aubameyang as 2 players that I can think of. The rest of the team, I'm not too sure. Morocco have some amazing players. So we'll see how that one goes. Bono has had a clean sheet in the last game. Hopefully, he can pull that off again. And I'm assuming he's going to have plenty of chances to prove that he can save the ball. So that's going to be a good one, hopefully. Then I have the Trabzon stack coming off a terrible game against Sivas. Now up against Giresun, who are at the lower half of the league table. I hope they're going to perform well. If they do, Edin Visca is my captain. I think he was the best performer in the last game, so I gave the captaincy to him because he's fresh in the team, and I think he wants to prove himself among his teammates. So we'll see how that one goes. Then Svilhamsik, Cornelius, and Visca. So the Trabzon stack, along with Bono, I have a lot of high hopes for this game week. Midweek, I believe there's a decent chance for us winning something. I really hope it's going to go well, and in a couple of days I can come back. I mean, not in a couple of days. Bono plays today, and then Trabzon plays tomorrow. So by tomorrow, we'll already know, do we have a reward-winning lineup, or do we have Trabzon once again having a terrible performance? But that is the midweek game week. Let's talk about a little further out into the future. So for the upcoming game weeks, let's talk about the game week 238, which is basically the one next weekend, right? So let's start off building here. Let's save these lineups for the future. Let me know in the comments down below if you see anything that you would change, any information on any of the players. I would really, really appreciate. Now, I think for the All-Star Limited, I would have to bank on Bono playing. I really hope they do play. I mean, technically 21st to 25th. Let me just take a look at AFCON here. Does Morocco have games on those dates? We have games between... Oh, okay. So those are going to be the... those are going to be like the... What is it? Round of 16 or something? What group is he playing in? AFCON, he plays in Group C. So Group C, they are currently first. I would assume they're going to be first. 1C plays on the 25th. There you go. So he would technically play, right? Morocco would be playing if they get first place, which I really hope they will. If they don't, where is 2C? Just in case. 2C. There they are, 29th. That is not included. Yeah, that is not included in that. So we got to hope that they get first. So this is going to be quite a gamble. But after today, we'll know what happens, right? So we can still change it. But technically speaking, I would put Bono into the All-Star Limited alongside with... Here's the question. Who plays alongside him? Koundé is injured, yes or no? I don't know. We'll have to see information on him. Okumu was out in the last game. I don't expect him to come back already. Jiku is not having the greatest performances in the AFCON right now. So he's probably not really a good shout to put into the team. So maybe I have to put in David Raum. He's going to be up against Dortmund, which is going to be a tough matchup there. For the midfield, we'll have to go for... I'm thinking Brozovic. I mean, they're playing against the 16th here in Venezia. I have high hopes in Brozovic getting a good result. Or do I put Marco Reus and David Raum into the same team? Nah, I'm going to go Brozovic here. For the forwards, we are going to go with... I think... it's an interesting one. Do I go Fekir and then I bank on maybe Bebu doing well against Dortmund? Ooh, I don't know about this one, man. Do I go for Kostic? No, he's out right now. I could go for Busquets. This is not necessarily going to be a great lineup. I feel like I'm going to have a better lineup in Champion Europe. That's what I'm keeping in mind right now. But technically speaking, I might just go with Busquets here because they are playing against the 18th place team. So I would expect a 50 performance at least from Busquets, hopefully. And I would probably give the captaincy to Brozovic because they're playing against the 16th squad. And Inter, I have high faith in them. So that would maybe be my lineup for the All-Star Limited. Obviously, things are subject to change. Let's move over to Champion Europe. So Champion Europe, for the goalkeeping position, I would go for Pau Lopez. He's going to be up against the 9th positioned Racing Club right there. Lens, or Club de Lens. I don't know how you pronounce them. Anyways, Pau Lopez goes in there. I have a high hopes in him. Then for the centre-back position, or defender position, now here's the issue. Who do I put in? I might have to buy a new defender, but I'm just going to put in Koundé just for the sake of it. So Koundé is going to be in there for me. Hopefully at that point he's going to be back and playing. That'd be great. For the midfield, I'm going to go for the big boy stack, right? We're going to go for the big boy stack here. We're going to go for Parejo, Moreno. And for the extra, do I go for Rakitic or do I go for Royce? Whoever I don't use, I have to put into the other team, into the All-Star Limited. I have 2 players from Hoffenheim in that All-Star Limited, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to put Royce in here. So just in case he does well, we'll have him in this team getting points for us. In case Hoffenheim does well, we'll have them in the other team. So we can kind of split the risk here. But for the captaincy, I am clearly going for Parejo here. He's going to be the one. So for the All-Star Limited, we can make a change of taking out Busquets. But then again, he's up against technically an easy side there. That's a good matchup for Barcelona. Do I want to put Rakitic in? They're up against Celta Vigo. Nah, I think I'm going to actually keep it like that. But then again, Rakitic gets more decisive points. Whew. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. It's tough. I'm going to go for Rakitic. That's going to be the lineup. There we go. It's set now. And I will stick with it. All right? And yeah, we'll keep it like that for now. For the Champion Europe, we've done already, right? Yeah, Champion Europe, we're done. Challenger Europe now. As always, we'll have a couple of good matchups here. Giresun against Alanya. He will have plenty of chances to make saves. And then, of course, for the Challenger Europe, it's kind of easy for me to go ahead and make the choices here because we obviously are going for the Trabzon stack. So don't really expect anything to change in here anytime soon. They're up against Galatasaray. It's a massive game. And I do think that Trabzon could do well in that one, despite it being a big game and a big occasion. Maybe that might impact them, but I'll probably go for, depending on who does well in this game coming up tomorrow, I'll probably go for either Visca or Hamsik as the captain. Let's say Hamsik for this one. That'd be the Challenger Europe. And for the under 23 limited, there's only one team that I want to use here. Diogo Costa, Sergio Gomez, who has to prove himself once again after making an error. The Ketelar. And then for the attack, Openda clearly. And then, depending on Sinisterra, if he's back, yes or no, either I play him or I will play Zian Fleming, who's playing against the 15th place team. I think that's going to be a good matchup for them. I have high hopes here as well. So I'm going to go for Zian Fleming on that one. And that would be my under 23 lineup. I have a lot of faith in this lineup because, first of all, Costa playing against a 17th place team. Please don't concede. Sergio Gomez, 3rd against 6th. It's a big game. Anderlecht has to perform there and he has to make up for his mistake. We have the Ketelar, 2nd against 15th. Technically an easy matchup. I am thinking he's going to do really well. Openda, 4th against 12th. Big opportunity for him to go out there and showcase once again why he is one of the most hyped players on Sorare at the moment. And then Fleming, 17th against 15th. Anything can happen there. As long as he picks up above 50 points, I'll be very happy. As the captain, I'm thinking the Ketelar, 2nd against 15th. I think that's going to be a good game there. And I have a lot of faith in this team actually getting me a reward. If we don't have any DNPs there, I think that's going to be a banging team for us. So that is everything set up, my friends. And that is all done. Again, please go ahead and use the link if you do want to get involved into Sorare. But that has been the lineup building, the updates on MUSIALA, and also the new idea coming in the future with the reactions to the games. As I sit here and watch the games, we can then involve them into the game week wrap-ups. And this week, it looks like we're only going to be getting the ETH thresholds, which is fine. It's going to be 0.01 ETH for this if this score holds. And then we'll move on, and then we'll have MUSIALA. And talking about MUSIALA, actually, for the All-Star Rare, we haven't done this one. Sorry. Didion, obviously. Then for the defense, Theo Hernandez for me. For the midfield, I would probably pick Rongier. He has just recently returned. Yesterday he played. For the forward, I'd pick Kramaric. And then if we have MUSIALA right there for the extra, I'd be picking MUSIALA. And that would be our lineup for the All-Star Rare. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Take care and peace.